as well if there are any dogs. From Velosolutions, New Zealand, have we got Caitlin Georgiantis, number 26, ready to roll? Track officials, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Make some noise, clap your hands, stamp your feet for our first rider here at the UCI Punt Track World Qualifier. When you're ready, Caitlin, drop it in. Here she comes, warming up. As soon as she gets to that back straight, the time will kick off. And we'll see what she's got. Keep an eye on her, ladies and gentlemen. Here she comes. Her time is starting now. She is on the clock. Look at her go. Smooth as those Chris King hubs doing their job. Using the arms, using the legs to pump around. Maximum speed. She's looking at 20 seconds. Into that back straight. Here she comes, crossing the line, 27.7, ladies and gentlemen, 27.7 for Caitlin Georgiantis, number 26. We're going to check with the timing officials to make sure we're all good. They're all good to go. Track officials, are you ready? Standing by with Shania Rawson, ladies and gentlemen, number 27. When you're ready. The rolling start. Shania, a big BMX racing background. Coming from a very rich cycling heritage whānau. Dropping in, her time is started now. She's on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a bit of air time into the corner. Coming around to that triple berm. Keeping that front wheel down. Maximum speed, maximum momentum. Taking the left line. Looking good. 22 seconds on the clock, Shania. Rolling in. She's coming in at 29.2. Ladies and gentlemen, 29.2 for Shania Rawson. All the riders looking good, looking fit out there. Are we ready, timekeepers? We're standing by, track officials. Are you ready? We're looking good. The timing is good. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see some riding from Megan Williams? In the white pants, here she comes, dropping in. One of New Zealand's brightest BMX talents, Megan Williams. Looking deadly out there yesterday. Here she comes. Dropping in, ladies and gentlemen. Her time is on the clock. She started. Megan Williams, one of the fastest riders in Aotearoa, perhaps one of the fastest riders in the world on a 20-inch BMX. Look at her go, manualing through into that big burned corner. And we got the Gisborne BMX Club crew over there cheering her on. Into the chicane, coming back. Megan Williams, she's looking at 28.4. 28.4, ladies and gentlemen, for Megan Williams. Timers, are you ready? Timing, are you ready? Track officials, are you ready? Our next rider hailing all the way from Australia. She's a Crankworks regular. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Caroline Buchanan. Rider number 29 dropping in here on the Velosolutions pump track in Gisborne, Tairāwhiti. When you're ready, Caroline, make some noise. Here she comes. Caroline, another rider with a heavy BMX background. Here she comes. She's on the clock right now, ladies and gentlemen, racing. Caroline Buchanan looking good out there. Keeping that front wheel down. Bit of a pedal. Coming into that back straight. What she got coming into the big corner. Caroline Buchanan, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for her. Looking fast, looking deadly at 26.8. Ladies and gentlemen, for Caroline Buchanan. Give our ladies a round of applause, people. Good stuff, riders, good stuff. We're going to shuffle along now into the men's qualifier. The men's qualifier. If we could get these guys up. If we could get these riders up. We're going to have Lloyd Jenks, Baz Van Steenberg, Connor Mahuika, Bennett Greeno, Daniel Butterworth, JT Napier, Dylan Crane, Mikey McCullen, Scott Taylor, and Cooper Allen Johnson. So our first rider is going to be Lloyd Jenks. Standing by, we're just going to check in with our timekeepers. They're good to go. Track officials, are you good to go? Here we go. The qualifying round for men's. This is Lloyd Jenks. When you're ready, Lloyd, drop on in. Lloyd warming up, coming into that chicane back area. Look for him to put the pedal to the metal right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the clock. This is it. Lloyd's going for one of those spots, moving through to the semis. Into the triple berm here on the Velosolutions pump track. Good solid run from Lloyd, looking good. Coming around. Lloyd's going to clock in at 27.0. So 27 seconds on the nose for Lloyd Jenks. Our next rider, number 34, the current king of Crankworx, ladies and gentlemen. Crankworx being the world tour. The biggest world tour in mountain biking globally. We have the king of Crankworx, Baz Van Steenberg, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. This is the #1 rider in the world. This is the man to beat for Crankworx. Baz Van Steenberg, when you're ready, bro, dropping on in. Here he comes, just warming up, getting the legs primed and ready. Ladies and gentlemen, on that back straight, move back a bit. He's going to be making some heat. Here he comes. His time is on now. This is how you ride a pump track, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's done. Looking good going into that triple berm corner. Keeping it low. Down into that straight there, into the rhythm section. And Baz, he's going to come in at 24.5 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, 24.5 seconds. Our next rider, number 35, hailing all the way from Rotorua. Another Rotorua Crankworx local. It is Connor Mahuika. Connor Mahuika, track timing, are we ready? Are we ready? Track officials, are we ready? We're ready to go. Dropping on in is Connor Mahuika, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Connor did the backflip transfer yesterday for the crowd, but he's here racing today. He's on the clock right now. One of the fastest riders in Aotearoa, skipping the edge of those speed lines here on the Velosolutions pump track. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. Boosting up into the rollers. Into that back straight. He's taking the right line. Keeping it low over those doubles. Connor Mahuika is going to come in at 25.7. 25.7 and a little bit of a transfer there. Rider number 36, Bennett Greeno. Track timing, are you ready? Track officials, how are we looking out there? How we're looking, track officials? All good. Don't forget, mums, dads, keep the kids back. These riders are traveling at speed. We would hate for a little person to get clipped. Arms, legs, inside the track cones at all times, please. Our next rider, he was out at Smash Palace last night, perhaps downing a few purple G's, soaking up the Gizzy lifestyle. We're standing by, we're just resetting the clock right now. Important to get the timing right for these guys. Timing is critical. Timing is everything. So this is the last chance in the world to grab a spot, an all expenses paid ticket to the UCI Pump Track World Championships happening in Santiago, Chile. The timing is ready. Track officials, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we're good to go. Bennett, when you're ready. Here he comes, dropping in. Look at that bike. It's set up for speed. Here he comes. His time is on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Riding to the edge of those speed lines on the Velosolutions pump track. Look at this man go. Wowzers, wowzers. Dipping that back wheel. He's going to clock in. Oh, at 24.5. 24.5 seconds for Bennett Greeno. Daniel Butterworth, our next rider. Track timing, are you good to go? Track officials, how are we looking out there? No kids wandering around, no hats, no dogs, no cats. We're good to go. All right, Daniel, when you're ready. Coming around, he's going to trip that timer. Here he goes, he's off. He's racing. Maximum speed. Right in on those speed lines. Dan wants it. He wants to get through to the next round. 24.8. 24.8 for Daniel Butterworth. Our next rider, the Gisborne local, one of the local BMX club members. It is JT Napier, ladies and gentlemen. He took out the Old Farts division yesterday. Well done to him. Congratulations. I don't know how many classes he entered, pretty much all of them. And he's back today to make it happen. Rider number 38, when you're ready, bro, go for it. Make some noise for JT Napier. Coming around. He's on the clock. The clock has started. Smooth as silk. JT Napier into that triple berm. Keeping it low, a bit of a dip. Coming back, sucking in the oxygen through that full face helmet. Manualing through the doubles. Coming around that straight. Clocking in at 26.3 for the Gisborne local, JT Napier. Have we got Dylan Crane up there? Dylan Crane, rider number 41. Let's just check with the timing officials. Are we good to go, timing officials? Track officials, are we good out there? We're good to go. All right, Dylan, drop on in. See if you've got the skills to pay the bills. The pedal to the metal to move through to the next round. Here he comes. He's on the clock and he is racing right now. This is Pump Track. One of the newest cycling disciplines, one of the fastest growing cycling disciplines in the world. Riders competing professionally in different stops of competitions globally. And Dylan is coming around, clocking in at 27 seconds flat. Shaking his head, he thinks he can do better. I reckon he can, ladies and gentlemen. Our next rider is Mikey McCullum. I've just been informed that in over 25 countries, ladies and gentlemen, 25 countries around the world, this qualifying series has been running right here in Little Old Gizzy. Turanganui-a-Kiwa is the final round in the world for a rider to get a spot. Could it be our man right now, Mikey McCullum? Rider number 39, when you are ready. Dropping in. Warming up the legs, and the riders competing globally for that coveted rainbow jersey, the World Champ stripes for Pump Track. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't happen often. And right now, Mikey McCullum is on the Velosolutions Pump Track. His time has kicked off. Coming around, sitting at 13 seconds. Mikey, keep it going. Make some noise for him. Give him some energy. Mikey's coming across. He's going to cross the line. 27.8. 27.8 for Mikey McCullum. Our next rider riding the full suspension it's going to be Scott Taylor, rider number 42. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, make some noise for Scott. Timing, are you ready? Timing's good to go. Track officials are ready. When you are ready, Scott Taylor. Drop on in. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this whole event is live streamed via our media partners, Rangai, youtube.com/Rangai, RANGAI. You can send the link to whānau around the world. Right now, though, Scott Taylor is on the clock. Riding the full suspension, should be locked out, I reckon. Coming into that triple berm. Looking good out there. One of our only riders riding with the open face helmet. Scott currently sitting at 24 seconds, 25. What's he going to get over the line? Here he comes. Scott clocking in at 29.2 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the next rider is going to be number 40, Cooper Allen Johnston. The local rider, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. Possibly the youngest rider here for this UCI Pump Track World Championships qualifying round. Cooper looking to move through to the next round. We're going to find out if he's got the skills right now. Drop on in, Cooper. Let's see if you can do it. Pumping through, warming the legs up, warming the arms up. So Cooper's in there. This is his first qualifying run, ladies and gentlemen. The format is each rider gets 2 qualifying runs. Look at this young rider go, keeping to the left. Coming around. Cooper's going to cross the line at 27.1. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Cooper. And now we're back to the second qualifying runs for our ladies, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick it underway in around 2 minutes' time. Enough time for you to go grab a pie, grab a coffee quickly, get a drink of water. This is going to be qualifying run 2 for our women's. Kicking off in around about a minute's time or so. The track officials just getting stuff off the track. Grab a drink quickly. We're going to do a call out. I'll give you 20 seconds heads up. These ladies just getting a bit of air. A bit of a drink of water. Bitch. Same shit, a different day. Same. All right, so I'm up here with Jaden Fleming, ladies and gentlemen, one of Aotearoa's best all-round cyclists. Jaden, what's happening? What's going on?
Not a lot. Stoked to be here. Stoked to see the track being used. It's a tight one and technical, and I think everyone's been challenged this week.
Now, good stuff, bro. You came out for the opening a couple of months ago, bringing along the iLab family here. So you're a professional rider for iLab, is that correct?
That's correct. Been cool. Been loving riding a bike this year, and stoked to keep on doing it. Yeah.
So what countries have you currently been to at the moment, bro? If you can kind of remember or rattle off a little list.
Spent a bit of time for the first round in Austria, then went down to France, Switzerland and Germany. Went over to Canada for a few months and back over to Cairns last week for the last round of King Race. It's been a busy year.
A busy, busy man. Words of wisdom, words of advice for some of our younger riders or some kids over here who are kind of watching this going, what's all this about and stuff?
I'd just say keep at it. I think from when I was here, even a few months ago for the opening, like some of the guys I recognise that look like they've come a long way even in that short time. So just keep riding and making sure you're enjoying it.
Good stuff, Brian. You're entered in Crankworks next week. What events are you going to be riding in, do you think?
I'll be there for Pump Track and Dual Slalom. My sister put her wedding on the day of Speed and Sail, so won't be there for that one, but I'll be there for Pump Track and Dual Slalom. Excited for it.
Good stuff. Jaden Fleming, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best riders in Aotearoa, not riding in this event. He's got a bit of a slipped disc at the moment, so important to rest up for Crankworks next week. We're going to get it underway right now, though. So this is qualifying run number 2. First rider is going to be number 26, Caitlin Georgiantis. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Fed, hydrated, watered, good to go. Track officials, are we good to go? Timing, are you good to go? Timing's ready. All right, Caitlin, here she comes. Look at that racing machine she's riding. It looks fast. Standing still. It's going fast right now. She's on the clock and she's racing. Smooth as silk. Look at her go. Into that triple berm corner. Here she comes, coming around back into that top straight. Look to her to be gassing it right now. She wants a good time. Looks like she's going to get it, coming across the line at 27.7, ladies and gentlemen. 27.7. Rider number 27 is going to be Shania Rawson. Shania Rawson. She's looking good. She's looking ready to go. Here she comes. Good to go, track officials. Dropping in is Shania Rawson, ladies and gentlemen. All right, keep an eye on her. As soon as she crosses that white line, the clock starts. The clock is on. Bit of a jump into the corner berm. Coming around. Shania Rawson. Give her a round of applause. Coming into that back section right now. Timing-wise, she's going to be looking at 30.9. 30.9 for Shania Rawson. Next up, Megan Williams. Megan Williams, one of the fastest ladies in Aotearoa on 2 wheels. Number 28. Track officials, are you ready? Track officials giving the thumbs up. Timing, are you ready? Megan Williams dropping in for her second qualifying run. Here she comes. The time has started. She is on the clock. Boosting around. Into that triple berm corner. Megan Williams looking good. Manualing up through the doubles. Coming around, Megan Williams, 27.4. 27.4 seconds for Megan Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our next rider, Caroline Buchanan. Rider number 29. Track officials, are you ready? Are we ready to race? Timing, are you ready? We're good. Caroline, drop on in. Here she comes. I think she's something like 8-time Olympic champ, 2-time world champ. Could be the other way around. She's on our track right now, though. She's got what it takes. She's got the skills to pay the bills coming into the triple berm. One of the fastest women in the world on 2 wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Riding this Velosolutions pump track. Manualing through. Coming around. What's her time going to be for Caroline Buchanan? 27.0. 27.0 for Caroline Buchanan. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for her. Put your hands together. Caroline Buchanan, ladies and gentlemen, she's here for Crankworks. Ready for the big competition in Rotorua, coming up very soon. Catching her breath. We're just going to have a really quick word. Caroline, what's been happening? A busy couple of months for you?
Yeah, it's been really good with the whole Crankworks World Tour and a bunch of events in the last month.
See, you've been doing a bit of hosting for Nitro, is that correct?
Yeah, it was my first experience and loved it. I got like a similar rush to I do racing, so fortunately got to be behind the mic and loved it.
Cool stuff. And just tell us personally, what's the appeal about pump track for you? Of course, you've got a BMX background, but what makes pump track special, do you think?
I think it's just the raw skills that you need to carry on to, whether it's BMX, mountain biking, you know, any form of cycling, you need to have the fundamentals. So this is the future and this is really where it starts.
Good stuff, Caroline. And I see a few young ladies out there, a few small girls. Any words of wisdom for our smaller riders out there, or any riders that are watching, and particularly our young female riders who are going, oh, I wonder if I could do that?
Well, this is actually my first Red Bull pump track qualifier ever as well. So yeah, just get out there and give it a go, and you've got to start somewhere.
Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Put your hands together for Caroline Buchanan, one of the fastest female riders in the world here at the Gisborne Velosolutions pump track for the 2022 UCI Pump Track World Championships qualifying round. Moving on, we're going to have qualifying run number 2 of the men's. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is a massive event. This is a chance for a rider, men and women, to grab an all-expenses-paid trip to Santiago, Chile for the UCI Pump Track World Championships. So this is the last chance in the world to get a spot. And what do you know? It's right here in little old Gizzy on the East Coast. Kia ora to that. Our first rider is going to be Lloyd Jenks, rider number 33. Qualifying run number 2, Lloyd, when you're ready. Track officials are good to go. Timing is good to go. And here he comes, dropping in, riding the Marin Alcatraz, purpose-built bike for pump track and dirt jumping. Here he comes. He's going to cross the line, and he is off, and he is racing. Is Lloyd Jenks. Oh! Oh, no! Lloyd Jenks with the blowout. Ah, ladies and gentlemen. Just consulting right now. We're going to give him another run, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Lloyd Jenks. He's going to go and swap out the tube. We're going to shuffle him down the list. The old blowout, eh? I think he may have been going too hard, too much torque on the pedals there, blowing out the tyre. Our next rider, though, he is the current king of Crankworx, ladies and gentlemen. He is the king of Crankworx. Right now, Crankworx being the World Mountain Biking Series, the best of the best in the world compete at Crankworx, and we have world number 1, Baz van Steenberg, here in Gisborne, Tairāwhiti, rider number 34. Keep an eye on him. Kids, keep your legs back, keep your arms back. Here he comes when you are ready, Baz. He's just warming up the legs. Watch for him to light it up into that back straight. And he is on the clock right now, ladies and gentlemen. The best in the world on the Gisborne pump track. Coming around through that back straight. Here he comes. Baz setting the heat with 24.3 seconds for Baz. Next up, the Rotorua local, Connor Mahuika. Connor Mahuika is up next. Rider number 35. Track officials, are you ready? Timing, are you ready? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be dropping in. Go for it, Kazi. Connor Mahuika, another Crankworx regular. He knows what it takes to get on the podium. Here he comes right now. He's on the clock. Right up high on the speed lines of this Velosolutions pump track. Oh, Connor. A bit of steez, a bit of style. Coming around. That's going to be it for Connor Mahuika, ladies and gentlemen. 28.9. Rider number 36, Bennett Greeno. Bennett sampling the local treats last night, the purple G's at Smash Palace, taking in the sights and the sounds of Gisborne Tairāwhiti. What a treat, eh, on the purple G's. He's here competing today, though. He's ready to go. Dropping in is Bennett Greeno. One of the fastest men on two wheels in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Here he comes. He's on the clock. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. Wowzers. boosting between those transitions. Bennett coming around into that big back straight. That big back straight. That's the spot where riders are making it happen. And here he comes. He's looking good. 24.2. 24. Whoa, whoa. Bennett just getting a little bit loose, a little bit excited. Obviously, too many purple G's last night. Maybe not enough. Bennett Greeno, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Ready to go. Timing, are you ready? All right, Dylan Crane dropping on in. Make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes, coming around that back straight. He's going to gas it right now. Boosting in. Coming around. Hugging those speed lines, the red lines, ladies and gentlemen. They're not just for show. They indicate to the rider just where the edge of the transition is. These riders traveling at tremendous speed. 26.4. 26.4 milliseconds for Dylan Crane. Mikey McCullum is up next, rider number 39. Track officials, are you ready? Can we see some thumbs up? We've got some thumbs up from our track officials. Race officials are ready. Mikey McCullen dropping in. Here he comes. Let's see what he's got. What kind of time can he put on the board? So look for him to hit the gas pedal right now, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey McCullum manualing through the rollers. Here he comes. Mikey riding a dirt jumper, but you can pretty much ride pump track on any wheeled device. Any wheeled device, but here he comes. 27.3. 27.3 for Mikey McCullum. Our rider on the full suspension, locked out, ready to go. It is Scott, rider number 42. Are you ready, track officials? Are you ready? Dropping on in, Scott, go for it. Here he comes, just warming up. You may think, what's he doing? What's he up to? He's getting ready to hit the gas pedal, to hit the nitro switch. And here he comes right now. The switch has been flicked for Scott Taylor. Coming into that triple berm. Look at him go. What's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen, for Scott Taylor? Coming back, clocking in at 29.1 seconds. 29.1 seconds for Scott Taylor. Our next rider, though, the Gizzy local, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Cooper. I'll have a quick yak to our man. Cooper, how are you, bro? How are you feeling?
Very tired from yesterday, but we're going to give it a go.
That's the one. That's the codes, Cuzzy. Cooper, can you just tell us how it feels to be riding with some of the world's best right here on the Velosolutions pump track here in Tairāwhiti?
It feels amazing just experiencing riding with them and seeing what lines they take and adapting that to my own riding.
That's what we want to hear, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Cooper. Our Gizzy local, footing it with the best in the world. He's dropping in right now. Let's see what you've got, Cuzzy. Put your hands together, make some noise, stamp your feet for Cooper Allen Johnston. Here he comes. He's going to trip that starting clock, and he has right now. The young Gizzy rider going head-to-head with the best riders in the world right here on our Velosolutions pump track. Here he comes into that big sweeping corner on the back straight. The crowd over there making some noise for him. Here he comes. Big claps for the local lad. 26.9. 26.9 for Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, well done. Our next rider, unfortunately, a technical malfunction. A bit of a tyre blowout, but he's fixed it. He's up there. He's ready to go. It is Lloyd Jenks. This is Lloyd Jenks' second qualifying run. Here he comes. Make some noise for Lloyd. When you are ready, Lloyd. Here comes Lloyd. He's on the clock right now. He's racing. Got those tires pumped up to 100 PSI. Rock hard. Lloyd taking the right line. Dipping through. Lloyd coming up with 27.4. 27.4 for Lloyd. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick 1-2 minute breather. And then we're going to write some names up on the giant board to see who's going through for our ladies. To compete in the World Series Pump Track, the newest professional cycling discipline. Riders making a solid living from traveling around on the World Series riding Pump Track. And we're lucky enough to have riders from all around the world here in Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, competing today and then heading over to Crankworks Rotorua happening next week. We're going to be announcing some semi-finalists very soon. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, chuck it in your diaries. Check it out on Tairāwhiti Adventure Trust Instagram. This weekend is the 2022 New Zealand Pump Track Nationals. Next weekend, we have for the first time ever, another first time ever event here in Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, the 2022 New Zealand Skateboarding Nationals. So some of the best skateboarders in Aotearoa, New Zealand are going to be here at our brand spanking new state-of-the-art world-class Alfred Cox skate park. And if that's not enough, next week, or actually this evening, we have 13 of Aotearoa's best skateboarders flying into Tairāwhiti for an Olympic development camp, which is going to be happening all week. at the Alfred Cox Skate Park. So if you've got little people who are into skateboarding, bring them on down next week. Have a corridor and a catch-up with some of Aotearoa's Olympic hopefuls. And then next weekend, kicking off on Friday, the New Zealand Skateboarding Nationals, park and street. Park being in the bowl, street the middle street section. So put it in your diaries, happening next week, or check it out on social media at Tairāwhiti Adventure Trust, the Instagram and the Facebook. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to announce our top four ladies. Top four ladies, if you come on up here, grab your brand new racing plate. Our fourth qualifier, Shania Rawson, ladies and gentlemen. Shania Rawson, Are you around? Shania. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. She is our fourth qualifier. Shania Rawson, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Our third top qualifier is going to be Caitlin Georgiantis. Here she is, grabbing that number 3 plate. Number 2, Megan Williams. Here we go, swapping out these racing plates. And number 1, the sister from another mister. She's got the skills to pay the bills. The Louis Vuitton Don, it is Caroline Buchanan. Caroline Buchanan, our number 1 qualifier. Caroline, are you around? Come on up and grab your plate. Gonna announce men's in 10 seconds or so. But Caroline Buchanan looking for that all expenses paid trip to Santiago. All right. That is our top 4 ladies and gentlemen. Our number 1 qualifier, one of the fastest women in the world on 2 wheels, Caroline Buchanan, Megan Williams, Caitlin Georgiantis, and Shania Rawson. Shania Rawson, the Rotorua local. We're going to hand out the men's right now. Who's going to make the top 8 for men? In our 8th position is Mikey McCullum. Are you around, Mikey? Come on up, grab your plate. Grab your plate, get something to eat. Put a bit of gas in the tank. It's going to be high octane racing coming up very soon. If you're wondering what's happening, we're swapping out the riders' plates for our top 8 spots. That's what's happening right now. We're going to get racing underway very soon. Mikey McCullum coming up to take the 8th spot. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. The very, very important number plates are like gold around here. Coming in at number 7, the Gisborne local, Cooper Allen Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our youngest competitor. Number 7, the local rider, footing it with the best on the world stage. Dylan Crane is number 6. Dylan Crane. Congratulations. Well done, Dylan Crane. Coming in at number 5, taking out the old farts class yesterday, racing all day. It's going to be JT Napier. Number 5, the rad dad himself, the Tairāwhiti local. Oh, way. Too much. JT Napier taking number 5. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the Gizzy locals. The important race number, number 4. All the way from Rotorua, Connor Mahuika. Kia ora, brother. Number 4 for Connor, the Crankworks local. How are you, Connor? All good?
Yeah, bloody good.
What are you entered in for Crankworks next week?
Quite a bit this year. I'm doing pump track, spin style, dual slalom, probably have a jam and whip off.
Good stuff. And what do you think is the key for pump track riding for all these viewers and people out here who are wondering what's going on? What's the key for you for pump track?
Have fun. If you're having fun, you're automatically fast.
Wise words of wisdom right there from Connor Mahuika, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, Daniel Butterworth. Number 3 for Dan. Here he is. Congratulations, bro. Number 3. Good stuff. Bas van Steenberger's coming in at number 2. But number 1, our fastest time out there on the Velosolutions pump track here in Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, is Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our fastest time. Bennett, how are you, bro?
Yeah, feeling pretty good today. So having fun and lucky the weather's playing the right game. So yeah, no, stoked to be here.
Good stuff. And how was Smash Palace last night? Did it live up to your expectations?
Sure did. Wasn't there for long, but while I was there, it was a good time.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Now you do a bit of BMX coaching. Is that correct?
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of while I'm in New Zealand, work for Macam Race Academy, so one of the big coaching companies in New Zealand, and then just helping down at the local club as well when I can. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's a good time and good to get back to the community as well.
Good stuff, Brian. What's the appeal of BMX racing for you? BMX racing and pump track and stuff. What do you like about the sport?
I just love the adrenaline and also just such a cool community. Build such a good foundation for transitioning into other codes as well. So just awesome sport, awesome people. I just love the adrenaline and competition of it. It's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our fastest qualifier here today. We're going to be kicking off racing in about 5 minutes' time. There's another riders briefing happening in 5 minutes. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this competition underway very soon. And if you've got whānau around the country wanting to tune in, they sure can. All this is live streamed right now via our media partner, youtube.com/rangai. youtube.com. Laundry Services, the mighty iLab, and the infamous Tairāwhiti Adventure Trust. So rider briefing going down in around about 3 minutes, riders. Same place as before. Craig from Velosolutions is going to give us the rundown on what's going to happen, and then we're going to get to racing. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I have a very, very special guest. Olympic cyclist Rebecca Petch, right here at the Gisborne Velosolutions pump track. Rebecca, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. What's happening? How come you're not racing today?
Well, I had an operation on my elbow a few weeks ago, so still healing and getting stronger, so thought I'd come and watch. Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. And tell us a little bit about, I guess, the disciplines that you compete and participate in as far as cycling's concerned.
Well, I went to Tokyo Olympics for BMX racing and just recently transitioned to track cycling.
How are you finding track cycling out there on the velodrome? Pretty good? Are you into it? Like, obviously pretty good at it, so is it pretty exciting?
Yeah, well, I went to the Com Games a few months ago and we got gold for the team sprint, so yeah, it's exciting and I'm liking the new challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, a full-blown cycling superstar of Aotearoa here today. Just quickly, words of wisdom for our young ones that are kind of hanging around watching and might pick up a bike and see what it's about and stuff. Words of wisdom from your perspective.
I think, yeah, just whatever you're doing, make sure you're having fun and, yeah, if you're having fun, then you'll go far.
There we go, some more wise words of wisdom from Rebecca Petch, Olympian, ladies and gentlemen, Commonwealth Games medalist. right here in little old Gizzy. All right. Can we get the riders down the far end? Craig, put your hand up, please. Come on down, see Craig from Velosolutions in the red. In the red t-shirt. We're going to have a bit of a kōrero, a bit of a yak, and then we're going to get into racing. But if there's kids out there that want to come up, get a photo or get a signature with any of these professional riders, don't be shy. It's part of the job for some of these riders. That's what they get paid for, to take photos. The old Instagram hashtag and all that kind of carry on. I don't know, TikTok, I'm too old for that kind of thing. But come along, get your photos, get your signatures. This is the first time ever this event has happened here in Gisborne, Tairāwhiti. And this is the only event of its kind in all of New Zealand today. So, ladies and gentlemen, the riders are just having a rider briefing right now. What does that entail, you may ask? Whole lot of rules around this. This is an official UCI event. UCI standing for United Cycliste International, the global governing body of cycling worldwide. They do the World Champs, they do the Olympics. They are the governing body, and this event is a fully sanctioned event. So Craig from Velosolutions just running through some important details with the riders. right, the rider briefing has happened. The rules have been set. The regulations are being adhered to right here at this UCI Pump Track World Championships qualifying competition. I see some people just turning up. Dads with prams. This is the last opportunity in the world for these riders to grab a spot. And an all expenses paid trip to Santiago, Chile. The 2022 New Zealand Pump Track champion, it was Baz van Steenberg, taking home $1,000 cold hard cash. My bad, Baz van Steenbergen. So the riders are just warming up. We're going to get this underway in around about 10 minutes or so, riders. So warm up the legs, get a couple of cold laps in while you can. So we're going to be kicking it off in a couple of minutes' time. The first two riders going head-to-head is going to be Mikey going up against Bennett. Those are going to be our first two riders. No pressure, brother. You'll be all good. Bas van Steenbergen. All right, I'm just checking with the track officials just to make sure we're all good. Rightio. Could we get all the riders up to the starting platform, please, quickly? Craig's just got a quick little note for you guys. And then we're going to get racing. Thanks again to our event sponsors, Ray White Gisborne, Gisborne Laundry Services, iLab, and Tairāwhiti Adventure Trust, the organisation that has built this Velosolutions pump track and the skate park across the road. All riders up to the starting gate. Quick announcement. All right. Our race official, Craig from Velosolutions, just making the riders aware of certain lines on the track. Use the lines to your advantage. So once again, our running order is going to be Mikey going up against Bennett, JT against Connor, Dylan against Daniel, and then Cooper going against Baz. Are we ready to race? Race officials. I get the hands up from our track officials. They're ready to go. Timing is ready to go. All right. We've got Mikey McCullum dropping in. Don't forget, as soon as he comes across that white line, his time will start. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the clock right now. Make some noise for Mikey McCullum. Coming around that big drifty corner. Boosting through that technical section here on the Velosolutions pump track. Mikey McCullum with a manual. Oh, bit of a jump through on the doubles. What's he looking like? He's going to be squaring up to 28.1. Mikey McCullum lays down the challenge to Bennett. To better 28.1, ladies and gentlemen. What is Bennett going to come back with? One of the best BMX races in Aotearoa. Up on the starting deck. Are we ready, timing officials? Are we ready, track officials? No kids on the track, no dogs on the track. We're good to go, dog. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Bennett. Now here he comes, just warming up the legs on that 44, 45 tooth sprocket. Once he hits that back corner, He's going to hit the gas pedal. Here he comes. He's on now. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. Cutting a fine lap up high on those speed lines. Look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. Moving. Make some noise for him. Boosting through. Bennett answers with a 24.4, knocking Mikey McCullum out. Make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen. Our next rider. Oh, Bennett's just coming in, knocking out Mikey. A bit of a fist pump right there. Good stuff, Bennett. Well done, well done. Moving on into the semi-finals. Semi-finalist number 1. Next rider, the Gisborne local, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for him. It is JT Napier. Here he comes, dropping in when you're ready, bro. Coming around as soon as he hits that white line. He is on the clock. He's racing right now. JT Napier raced all day yesterday, racing today. The Rad Dad himself. He's going for it. JT Napier, ladies and gentlemen. Looking deadly out there, looking fast. The Gisborne BMX Club local. What's he going to do? What's he going to get? JT Napier coming across with a 26.1. 26.1 for the big boss man himself. JT Napier, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. How you feeling out there, cuz?
Gassed.
How the legs feeling after a big day yesterday? Still all good, or you got a bit more in the tank for today?
Pretty heavy now.
Good stuff.
Some more. Might have more.
Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. JT Napier, the Gizzy local. Hailing all the way from Rotorua, he is a Crankworks regular. Speed and Style, Pump Track, Air DH, I'm pretty sure it is. Connor Mahuika, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for him. Going head-to-head with JT Napier. When you are ready, Connor. Here he comes. Just getting a last breath. Waiting for a little bit of that wind to die down. Then Connor Mahuika is going to be dropping in to see if he can knock JT Napier off his perch. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. One of the more exciting riders out there today, adding a bit of flair with a couple of tricks over the jumps, but here he comes into the straight right now. Connor Mahuika. Look at him go. Going for it. Around that big triple berm, keeping it low. Taking that alternative line with a pedal. Into the back straight. Connor Mahuika, what's he got? He's looking pretty good. 25.3. Connor Mahuika just nudging out JT Napier. That's going to be the day for JT Napier. Ladies and gentlemen, give the Rad Dad a round of applause. Connor Mahuika moves through. The rider's just grabbing a quick breath. Our next rider up there is Dylan. Track officials, are you ready? Track officials, are we good to go? Good stuff. a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, small people, small humans, if you could please keep arms and legs inside the coned area, please. We don't want any kids running out onto the track or anything like that. These riders are traveling at tremendous speeds. Timing, are we ready? Timing's good to go. Dylan, when you're ready, bro, drop on in. Here he comes. Warming the arms up, warming the legs up. Once again, as soon as he crosses the white line, he is racing right now. Has he got it? Here he comes. In and around that triple berm area. Dylan going against Daniel. Manualing through. He's going to have a good time coming back. What's it going to be? He's sitting at 26.3. 26.3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the time to beat. All right, track officials, are you ready? Can I get a big hands up? We're good to go. Track officials are ready. Dan, drop in. Let's see if Dan has what it takes to knock Dylan off the spot. Here he comes. He's coming around. His time has started now, ladies and gentlemen. He is going for it. Heading into that straight. Oh, a bit of a pedal there by Dan, taking that beeline that some riders have been hitting. He's looking pretty good. He's coming in at 25.2. Dan knocks Dylan off his spot, off his podium spot, so we're moving on in. Our next rider, the youngest competitor here today, he is the Gizzy local. A regular up Fox Street trails, up Whataupoko. He's a regular at the pump track. Obviously showing that he's been riding it a whole bunch since it's been built. It is Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Cooper. The local lad going against the best rider in the world, Bas van Steenbergen. All right, Cooper. No pressure, cuz. Drop on in. Let's see what you got. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Give him some gas. The Gizzy local footing it with the world's best right now. Here he comes. He's on the board. He started his run. Keep it going, Cooper. Keep it going. Here he comes into that back straight. Oh, Cooper taking that beeline. Ooh, threading the needle. And then the left side. Cooper coming around. He's setting a time for Baz to chase. Time is 27.4 for Cooper. 27.4 is the time to beat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this man is deadly on a bike. It is Bas van Steenbergen. Dropping in right now when you are ready, Baz. The time to beat 27.4. Set by the Gizzy local. This man on the pump track right now, the best rider in the world. Here he comes. He took out the Nationals yesterday, taking home $1,000 cold hard cash. Look at him go, absolutely rocketing around this Velosolutions pump track. It is Baz van Steenbergen, ladies and gentlemen. Here he goes into that straight, keeping that front wheel down. Baz answering Cooper's 27.4 with a 24.5. That's going to be it for Cooper. Alan Johnston, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the young Gisborne rider. All right, we're going to roll straight into the ladies. Rolling into the ladies. All right, our first two riders. Going to be rider number 4, Shania Rawson, and rider number 1, Caroline Buchanan. Right here for this ladies semi-finals. Shania Rawson going against Caroline Buchanan right now. The Rotorua local going against the Australian Caroline Buchanan. If you're just turning up wondering how this works, ladies and gentlemen, each rider goes head-to-head with the fellow rider. The fastest time around the track is what they're trying to do. There is a white line with a laser attached to it. As soon as they cross that laser, the time will start. Shania Rawson, when you are ready, dropping in to set the time for Caroline Buchanan to chase. Here she comes. Again, Shania, a regular at the Crankworks events. A pump track veteran crossing the line. Right now, she is racing. Shania Rawson, ladies and gentlemen, here she comes. Into the twists, into the turns on this Velosolutions pump track for this UCI pump track world qualifier. Give her a clap. Give her some energy, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting that left line. Into the back straight is Shania Rawson. What time is she going to say to Caroline Buchanan? 28.5. 28.5. Good stuff, Shania. Well done. All the way from Australia. One of the fastest women on 2 wheels in the world, in the universe. It is the sister from another mister, the Louis Vuitton Don, about to turn it on. It is Caroline Buchanan. Ladies and gentlemen, here she comes, getting ready to drop in. I don't know how many Olympics she's been to, how many Commonwealth Games. I haven't got enough fingers and toes to count. She's a world champion, and she's right here on our Velosolutions pump track here in Tairāwhiti, Gisborne. Crossing across the starting line right now. She's chasing that 28-second mark set by Shania Rawson. Caroline Buchanan looking deadly out there. Big pedal coming back. Which line is she going to take? She takes the right line, the jump line. Keeping that back wheel down. Caroline Buchanan looks like she has got it. 27.1, Caroline Buchanan. Knocking Shania Rawson off that spot. The next 2 riders. Again, 2 of the fastest wahine in Aotearoa. Our last 2 riders riding 26-inch dirt jump bikes, DJ bikes. Our next 2 riders riding 20-inch BMX race bikes. Set up for speed, set up for stealth. It's going to be Caitlin going against Megan. Track officials, are you ready? Track officials are ready to go. Timing officials, are you ready to go? We're off and racing. Caitlin, this is going to be the time that Megan has to beat. Dropping on in, go for it. Here she comes. She's about to cross that starting line and she's off and racing. Look at her go, ladies and gentlemen. Into that big triple berm on the Velosolutions pump track. Coming up, in and around on that back straight, taking the right line, the jump line. Caitlin's going to be setting the time at 27.7, ladies and gentlemen. 27.7 seconds is going to be the time for Megan to beat. Now these bikes that they're riding, purpose-built BMX race bikes, ladies and gentlemen. Big cogs. You need a big engine to push these cogs. And my oh my, these girls, they're built for speed. Megan, when you're ready, drop on in. Here she comes. If we lower the music, we can hear just how smooth and silky that bike is, making no sounds at all, just the hum on this Velosolutions pump track. Here she comes right now. She's off and racing. Look at her go into that triple berm. Coming back on that straight. A bit of a pedal. A lot of these girls transitioning over to track cycling as well. They're lethal on the BMX track and the velodrome. Megan coming in. She's answering with a 27.2. 27.2. Well done. Congratulations to the riders, giving each other a big hug. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is a competition. But at the end of the day, the riders are all friends, all whānau, all family, pushing each other, pushing the evolution of the sport and inspiring the next generation. The riders now just deliberating. I think they're going to have a quick 5-minute break. Enough time for you out there to go grab a drink, grab something to eat. Ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to... very soon, the world champs.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day it's fine and next it's black. So if you want me off your back, well come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble.
So we're moving on into the Women's finals, the riders just having a quick rest. Battling it out for third place is going to be Shania versus Caitlin. And then the big finals are going to be Megan going against Carolyn. I've just been informed that there was a millisecond difference in timing between Megan and Caroline, so it's going to be fast and it's going to be furious. So riders, we're going to be kicking this off in a couple of minutes. This is our riders battling it out for third place. Is going to be Shania Rawson, the Rotorua local, going up against Caitlin. So we're going to be switching around. We're going to be jumping into our men's semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off in a couple of minutes. Men's semi-finals is going to be Bennett going against Connor. And we've got Daniel going against quite possibly the best all-around mountain biker in the world, Baz van Steenbergen. Here for Crankworks, Rotorua 2022 just came by Gisborne Tide Arfity to sweep up $1,000 cold hard cash yesterday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are into it. This is the men's semi-finals happening right now. We are going to have Bennett going against Connor. So once again, we're going to have Connor going against Bennett. Connor's going to set the tone that Bennett needs to chase. Connor going against Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Mahuika, the Rotorua local, the Rotorua native. He's over here in Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, to put it down. Connor Mahuika. When you're ready, bro, dropping on in. Here he goes, warming the legs up, warming the arms up. Pump track requiring the rider to use their body inertia to get around the track. And here he comes. He's going to flick that timer right now. Connor is on the board. He is racing. He's going to put down the time that Bennett has to chase. And my, oh my, these guys are flying, ladies and gentlemen. Connor with the pedal going into that beeline. Taking the right side here on the Velosolutions pump track. Into the chicaned corner, coming out. Connor is putting down a 25.5, ladies and gentlemen. 25.5 for Connor Mahuika. Our next rider had a glorious evening at Smash Palace last night, seeing some of Gisborne's treats, sucking back a couple of purple G's and a few Gizzy Golds as well. He is a professional BMX coach as well as a very, very, very fast BMX rider. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Bennett. He's going to be chasing Connor's time. So when you're ready, bro, drop on in. Check out his feet, check out his legs, pushing that 44, 45 tooth sprocket on that race machine. We've got 26-inch bikes going up against 20-inch BMXs. He's off and he is racing. He is deadly. Look at him go, hugging those red speed lines. This event, the only one of its kind in Aotearoa, ladies and gentlemen. The last qualifier in the world. Here he comes. He's coming around. 24.3. Bennett is moving on in to the finals, knocking out Connor Mahuika. A big congratulations to all our riders who have competed this weekend. Bennett and Connor. All these riders are friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about building a community. Showing the kids what is possible with a life behind bars. Those bars being handlebars, of course. Semi-final number 2. We are going to have Daniel against Baz. So Daniel going against Baz van Steenbergen. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got Olympic champions here. We've got world champions. We've got multiple Olympian cyclists here at our pump track today. Very exciting times. All right, Dan, when you are ready, drop on in, set the time, set the tone for Baz van Steenbergen to chase. Here he comes. Look at him go. He's off and he is racing. Flying around the track. Boosting through. Oh, Dan taking that alternative line. And then the right side of the jump track. Dan is saying to Baz, the time to beat is 25.2. All right, our next rider, the 2022 current king of Crankworks. Quite possibly could be the fastest man on two wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Baz van Steenbergen. When you are ready, Baz, here he comes. Get your phones out, make sure they're on slow motion, because boy, oh boy, this guy is going to go fast. Here comes Baz into that starting block. He is off, and he is dancing right here on this Velosolutions pump track. Baz kicking it out, a bit of style there, manualing through. Baz putting on a bit of a show for everyone here in Tairāwhiti. Cruising. Baz coming through at a 29.2. Well done to Baz. But here's the stickler, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the funny thing. Baz has already qualified for the World Series. So Baz is already going to the World Champ. So hey, he just put on a bit of a show, giving up that spot to Dan. And that's what it's all about. A community of riders all helping each other out at the end of the day. So we're moving on in to the women's finals. We're going to find out who third place is going to be for the women's. We're going to have... Hold up 1 second for the women's finals. For third place, it's going to be Shania going against Caitlin. And then the finals are going to be Megan going against Caroline. So once again, the women's finals happening right now. This is finding out who's going to be third place. Shania Rawson, the Rotorua local. Timing, are we ready? Timing is ready. Track officials, are we ready? All right. Dropping on in. Here she comes, Shania Rawson, ladies and gentlemen. Third place. Who's it going to be? She's off and she's racing. Here she goes. Coming around that big triple berm. Here she goes into that big back chicane section. Shania putting it down 28.3. So the top 4 riders from today for each division are going to qualify for the World Championships in Santiago, Chile, but only one rider is going to get the big novelty check, the bragging rights, and the all expenses paid trip to the Worlds. Right now, though, Caitlin's about to drop in. This is for third place. Here she goes. She is ready. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Coming around, boosting. Here she comes. She's going to be on the clock now. She's alive and she is racing. Look at her go. Smooth as silk. Coming around, here she comes. 27.7, ladies and gentlemen, 27.7. All right, all right, all right. What we are going to do now is we are going to bring up the men's. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed we're going to have a quick 5-minute break, riders, 5-minute break before we get back into the dudes. The dudes final, okay? So the riders just wanting 5 minutes just to get some nutrition in their system, some electrolytes, some hydration. I suggest you do the same as well. Ladies and gentlemen, come on over, grab yourself a coffee from the coffee cart over here. 5 minutes time. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to run the men's third place. We're going to run the men's third place, then the women's super final, then the men's super final. Find out who's going to be taking home the novelty check and the trip to Santiago, Chile. In 2 minutes' time, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes' time, we are going to be kicking off Third place for the men's. We're going to find out who is taking home third place. Connor Mahuika going against Baz van Steenbergen. Baz taking home $1,000 cold hard cash yesterday. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the look of Pump Track can be ridden on pretty much any bike. Come on down to the Velosolutions Pump Track anytime you like. Get a bit of a ride in. If you're feeling it, then head along to the Gisborne BMX Club. Race days are Sundays. They're always on the look for new members. Roll on down. A couple of bikes there to have a turn on. But Pump Track is fast becoming one of the world's most exciting, energetic disciplines of cycling. This event fully sanctioned by the UCI, Union Cycliste International, the governing body for cycling in the world. They do the Tour de France, they do the World Champs, they do the Olympics. Pump Track is now an official event. All right, riders, are you ready, riders? Track officials, are you ready? Timing officials, are you ready? More importantly, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? Make some noise, put your hands together, stamp your feet for the Rotorua local Connor Mahuika. When you're ready, bro, drop on in. Here he comes. Dropping in now. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Connor putting on a bit of a show. Looking solid out there, the big pedal. What's he got coming into that back straight? Here he comes around that big corner. What's it going to be for Connor Mahuika? 25.4. A good solid time. Connor going up against Baz. That's the time to beat. This is going to round out the day's riding for Baz van Steenbergen, another overseas athlete, soaking up the sights and sounds of Smash Palace last night. Again, a couple of purple G's and a couple of Gizzy Golds. Ooh la la, what a night. Here he comes, dropping in. Make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Baz. Into that straight. He's looking primed and ready for Crankworks Rotorua happening next week. Look at him go, flying on this Velosolutions Pump Track. Up into that big line. Oh, dipping the back wheel. Baz coming through with a 24.1. Baz taking out third place. All right. Well done to our men. We're moving over to our women's final, ladies and gentlemen, to our women's final. This is going to be it. These two ladies are the fastest ladies here right now. They're going to be putting on a demo for you, a pump track demo. It's going to be Megan going against Caroline. Track officials, are you ready? Timing ready. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the big show. Someone is going to take home a giant check and an all expenses paid trip to Santiago, Chile for the UCI Pump Track World Championships. Megan, drop in when you're ready. Here she comes. Warming the legs up, warming the legs up. People on that back straight, watch out. She is going to put the pedal to the metal and gas it out of that corner. Here she comes. Right now, setting off the clock. Look at her go. Absolutely flying. A blisteringly fast pace here. Where's she going? Into that big back corner. Coming out, she's setting a time of 26.9. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 26.9. 26 seconds and 9 milliseconds, ladies and gentlemen. Our next rider, multi-Olympian, multi-world champion, Caroline Buchanan. Ladies and gentlemen, here she comes. She's looking for that airfare. Are we ready to go, track officials? All right, Caroline, when you are ready. 26.9 seconds. Caroline coming into that straight. Coming around. Her time is going to start now. Caroline looking to knock off that 26.9. Can she go 26 flat? Here she goes, pumping through, bit of a pedal. Once again, using that body inertia to propel that dirt jump bike. Caroline Buchanan, here she comes. What's she got? How's she looking? 26.9, is it the time to beat? 26.5! Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Caroline Buchanan. Bringing the heat here to the Velosolutions pump track. Good stuff. Well done. Just letting Caroline grab her breath right now. A quick little word. Congratulations, Caroline. I think I know the answer to this question, but how are you feeling?
I'm super excited. I've always wanted to go to the Worlds and I've missed it the last few years, so I'm on my way to Chile and I'm stoked.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our #1 female rider, Caroline Buchanan, taking out the UCI Pump Track World Championships qualifier right here in Gisborne, Alfred. The first event of its kind, the only event of its kind in Aotearoa, right here on our purpose-built Velosolutions pump track. All right, we're going to have prize giving very soon, but up right now is the big show. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the race to watch. This is where dreams are made and nightmares could continue. Once again, this is the UCI Pump Track World Qualifier, the only event of its kind in New Zealand. Our big finals are going to be Dan going against Bennett. So the rider's just getting ready, a bit of dirt on the old hands there. Getting himself together, cool, calm, and collected. He means business. Track officials, are you ready? The track officials are ready. Timing, are you ready? A big shaka from the timing officials. Ladies and gentlemen of Gisborne Tide Arfity, make some noise for Daniel, about to drop in right now. He's going to set the time that Bennett is going to be chasing. He's off and he's racing. Here he goes. The big push from Daniel. Coming into that. Oh, taking that little bit of a beeline there, right up on those speed lines. The red lines, ladies and gentlemen, they're not just for show. Coming in, the time to beat is going to be 24.4 seconds. 24.4. .4 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's going to be the time to beat. Can Bennett do it? Can the big man who was partying at Smash Palace last night, can he put it together? Can he get on that 24.4? Can he go 24 seconds flat? We're going to find out right now. Gisborne Tide Arfity, here he comes, getting ready to drop in. It is Bennett riding that custom-built BMX race bike. Warming up the legs. Here he comes, make some noise. When he hits that back straight, it's on. We're off and we are racing. 24.4 seconds, the time to beat. We're going to find out who our champion is. Look at him go. Big pump from the legs, big pump from the arms. Pushing his body through. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Coming down to the wire. It's going to be 23.7, ladies and gentlemen. We have a champion. We have a champion. Audi Lordy. Hair raising stuff. Congratulations going out to Bennett. He's got that airfare to Santiago, Chile, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's all about. Congratulations to our riders. We're going to do prize giving right now. All right, all right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, Craig from Velosolutions, New Zealand, is going to announce our winners in a couple of minutes' time. 2 minutes, we're going to announce the winners, do prize giving. And that's going to wrap up the final world qualifier for the UCI Pump Track World Series. And that's going to wrap up an exciting day of racing here at the Velosolutions Pump Track.
I thought that was a given.
Yeah, but you know me.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the qualifier for the UCI Pump Track World Championships qualifier here in Gisborne. The New Zealand round of the qualifying World Champs will be in 3 weeks in Santiago in Chile. What a day's racing from the boys and the girls. We're going to celebrate our top 4 place getters here right now. We're going to start off with the ladies in 4th place, Shania Rawson. In 3rd place, from wherever she is, Caitlin Gigantis. And the 2nd place from the finals here today, Megan Williams. And today's winner of the women's race for the UCI Pump Track World Championship qualifier today, Caroline Buchanan. Caroline winning that all expenses paid trip to Chile in a few weeks for the World Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, your top 4 female riders. Top 4 ladies and gentlemen. Caroline Buchanan, Megan Williams, Caitlin Gigantis, and Shaniqua Rawson. Shania Rawson, sorry. Alrighty, and now we're going to start celebrating our men's top 4. In 4th place today, Connor Mahuweka. Kuna Matata taking his time. 4th place getter there, ladies and gentlemen. Today in 3rd place, all the way from Canada, Bas van Steenbergen. And your 2nd place getter today in the men's UCI Pump Track World Championship qualifier, Daniel Butterworth. And your winner of the New Zealand round of the UCI Pump Track World Champs qualifier and setting the fastest time of the weekend, Bennett Greenhoff. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the top 4 fastest pump track riders in New Zealand. Bennett Greenhoff, Daniel Butterworth, Bas van Steenbergen, and Connor Mahuweka. Alrighty, that wraps up today's event. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting us and coming on down. Massive shout out to all the local sponsors that Haimona knows off by heart. Ray White Real Estate. I'll give the mic to her.
The mighty Ray White Real Estate, Gisborne Laundry Services, iLab, and the notorious Tairāwhiti Adventure Trust. Thank you, everyone, for coming out, supporting our locals, supporting the internationals. Don't forget, this is all live streamed via our media partner, Rangai, youtube.com/Rangai. That's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this event, if you want to see more, hit us up on the social media at Tairāwhiti Adventure Trust. We want to build more stuff. We've built a pump track. We've built a skate park. We want to build a climbing wall here in Tairāwhiti. We want to make Tairāwhiti the action sports capital of Aotearoa. More to come very soon.